What's up, guys? This is Practice Peace and Love, wishing you peace and love in your life today, coming at you with positive vibes. And I'm back, and it's been a while. And today, I have a positive message for you. Hopefully, it'll help you. Maybe it won't, but you know what? That's okay. So, today, again, I'm going to talk about meditation. So, there's this interesting thing about meditation where, it really works for people. It works for a lot of people, but there's this discrepancy with getting scientific evidence that it works, because the whole concept of science requires whatever's being studied to be like an objective fact. And meditation is a very subjective experience. You cannot experience meditation objectively. You can only experience it personally or subjectively. So I would like to remove the stigma on meditation. I want to, if it's something that you're thinking about, if you're contemplating meditation, or if you practice it, but you're still contemplating like the whole idea of it, I just want to remove the stigma of meditation here. And with the whole practice of meditation, you don't have to sit there for 20 minutes and not do anything and restrict yourself from things you want to do. It's not like that. It shouldn't be agonizing. It is a self-disciplinary practice where you're practicing and teaching yourself to be mindful and to be here in the present, and to keep your mind focused rather than wandering. It's an excellent practice to strengthen your mind, but it's not about restricting yourself from everything. It's about practicing focus. It's about practicing discipline with yourself, and it's a great thing to do. It's a really good thing to do for your mind. Whenever I meditate, I'm giving you an anecdote here. When I practice meditation, as of late, all I do is I close my eyes and I just take a couple deep breaths and focus on my breaths. Now, I didn't always meditate that way. I always did a thing where I would get a pillow on the floor and I'll sit on the pillow. I'll do half lotus, and I'll do mudras like the root mudra, and then the what's it called, the sacral mudra, and then solar plexus, and then the heart, and then there's the throat. I forgot the mudra for that one. It was like something like that. And then third eye. It was, what I saw was something like this. Um, and then the crown was like this. So I was focusing on all these hand positions and focusing on my posture, and because I kind of have a little hunch, I had to like strain myself. And the whole point was I was not meditating very effectively, trying to focus on these mudras and trying to imagine energy points going up my body. I do relate to the whole chakra system because I can feel energy centers there, but when I try to focus on them, the whole meditation concept just doesn't work very well, and I find myself like getting jittery and shaking a bit, and it just doesn't seem to work for me very well. I did that and I practiced it for months on end every single day doing the hand positions. My meditation was always better when I would just sit and not do hand positions during that time. But then something happened and I went through a crazy depression a few months ago, and it like wasn't going away, and things were happening that were adding to the depression, and I feel like I recently got out of it. And one of the reasons why I got out of that was going easier on myself. And in addition to that point, going easier on myself, I made my meditation easier by just taking a few deep breaths every single time that I remembered that I can meditate and practice mindfulness and bring myself to a center, to bring myself to to give my mind rest and to give my mind peace, to let my mind settle. And all it takes is just a few breaths and focusing on that. I can do that all day throughout the day, in between every single thing that I'm doing, in between every thought, and it works for me so well. It has actually helped me to be able to want to make videos again, and to start playing more music again, to start learning about history. I'm actually like interested in it, and I wasn't before. It's just I feel like just this easy practice of taking deep breaths and focusing on these breaths, I think it's an excellent practice to improve mental health. Just from my anecdote, from my experience, and from things I've read on scientific studies. I mean, and the thing about that, though, the scientific studies, is that if you want to go with Socrates, I mean, we don't know anything. How can you know that the scientific study is true, right? It's just writing. It's just an article on the internet. How do you know it's true? Because we weren't the ones that did the study. So how can we know that all these scientific studies on meditation are true? The only way I I do believe most of the studies are true because I have personally experienced meditation improving my cognitive function, improving my mood, improving my empathy, improving my creativity, improving my speech, the way I express myself. Meditation just improves everything for me. It improves my quality of life, personally, for me. And that's why I wanted to discuss that with you guys today. So all I do is take a few deep breaths, close my eyes, and focus on the breaths. And in my head, I say to myself, in, out, with my breaths. And it feels great, and it works for me. It really helps me get some clarity before I want to get some chores done, or like go out and run some errands or do whatever I'm doing. It helps me with my life. It improves my function. It improves my quality of life. And I feel happy to be alive today. And a few months ago, when I was going through that depression, I wasn't very happy to be alive. And just this easy practice of meditation helped me to get back to feeling like myself. It was pretty bad, but I got out of it, and I feel great now because I'm taking good care of my mind, and taking good care of my mind by just taking a few deep breaths and focusing on them. It's that simple, guys. And I hope you got something out of this. And I wish you peace and love in your life today. I hope that you have success in your life. I hope whatever you're worrying about, I hope it passes. I hope everything works out for you. And may God bless you and have a beautiful day. Peace.